From hot to cold, it is going to be a weather whiplash week across the United States next week. We're going to start out with triple digit heat index values in the Northeast on Friday of this week, and then by next Friday, we could be talking about maybe low 80s for highs. So, big difference here. Let's go through all the details. I want to pull up this NWS heat risk page first. Basically, this puts everyone on a level playing field and categorizes your heat index values compared to your averages and puts everyone at a level risk 1 through 4. And level 4 is that extreme heat risk, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. 14.2 million people under a level 4 extreme heat risk for Sunday, and that's many areas of the Southeast. This is where we're going to be talking about an extreme heat wave with triple-digit temperatures in many areas of the I-85 corridor. Monday, that risk of level 4, that expands to 30 million people. 36.2 million people by Tuesday, and 31.3 million people by Wednesday. And that's not the only story, right? Because a level 3 major risk is still going to cause the potential for some heat stroke across many areas of the country. Sunday, 95.1 million people in that level 3 risk. That doesn't include the people in level 4 either. That is just level 3 major risk. So if you put it all together, we're over 100 million people there. 116 million people in a level 3 risk on Monday, 109 million on Tuesday, and 52.7 million on Wednesday. So Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be seeing over 140 million people under a level 3 or 4 heat risk, and that means bring some extra water around, stay in the AC if you have it as long as you can. These are going to be very, very hot days, very humid days, and that could lead to an increased risk of heat stroke in many of these areas. So not good there. We are in the dog days of summer, which usually means it's hot, but not usually this hot. This is some pretty extreme heat that we're talking about. In fact, we could see triple-digit temperatures across areas of the I-85 corridor from Sunday through Thursday. And even though that's not the whole week, that's still a stretch of 5 days with temperatures at 100 degrees or higher. We have seen heat index values in the triple digits in the Southeast, but this is just your standard mercury temperature, 100 degrees. That is very, very hot and very dangerous in many of these areas, especially where you had major flooding events recently. We had Hurricane Helene last year. So people that may have been displaced from their homes because of those major weather events that happened prior to this heat risk in the early part of next week are not going to be around any AC as often as people that weren't in those major meteorological disasters that happened there. So please be sure to adhere to any warnings. Keep plenty of water around. 100-degree heat on a typical summer day is still very, very, very hot. And we're going to see a big change as we head into the end of next week. Originally, this stat was going to be Sunday through Friday with triple-digit temperatures, but kind of backing off of that now because there is going to be a bowling ball of Canadian air diving into the Northeast, and that's going to drop temperatures considerably. Here is the 6 to 10 day Climate Prediction Center outlook. Now, these orange and red hues, that means you have a over 50% chance of being above average for your temperature in that given period. And in blue, you have over a 50% chance of being below average. So that below average area in the Northeast and the Great Lakes region expands as we go into the 8 to 14 day outlook. And that's because this Canadian air mass is going to be dropping down. I'll show a video loop of it here. It really does seem like the summer backbreaker, as some people call it, is really on the way for areas of the Northeast that have seen very high temperatures so far this year. And we could see a much cooler start to August there right after the Southeast absolutely bakes to end July. So weather whiplash on the way, and we do have much more to cover. Stay tuned here on the channel for more weather updates. We're going to see the Atlantic hurricane season start to get a little bit more active. That's coming soon. Stay tuned here. Click the subscribe button and the bell for more weather updates. See you guys again soon.